Let's go, baby. Let's set up that kick, y'all. We setting that kick up, you know. Now let me see if this multi-chat working. Quick second, quick sec. Ain't about to take long at all. We live, baby. Let me make sure this multi-chat working, y'all. I try to connect the kick stream. I don't know. Look like it ain't doing nothing. Uh-oh, there we go. We live, baby. We live. All right. It's working. Now, how do you get rid of that white screen? I'll keep the white screen for now. What's up there? I don't know where it went at. It must disappear. But how everybody day going today? Dun, dun, dun. Connect that text to speech. So talk to everybody. How everybody going today? Boom. We should be good now. Text to speech right there. Got that on. And let's go. Now that I combine the chats, I want to know if the kick gonna recognize it too. Kick should recognize. Let me see if he gonna talk. Oh man, don't tell me my internet trying to go down, bro. Appreciate the sub, y'all. About to work on some lettering right fast. What up, Poppy? Hello, North Carolina in the building. Let's go.
62. Welcome to my channel. Hello from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yep, I got some family out there in North Carolina. Appreciate you though. I gotta add that bot Ricks to this. My subscriber thing. Go see if I can add that subscriber pop up. Appreciate it. Where we at? Rick alert. I don't know, I ain't tripping. I'm gonna get it together. Y'all gonna get it together. I'm promise, you hear me? Prime, we gonna get it together. Cause normally my pop-up be up there for my subscribers. So appreciate it for subscribing. Appreciate it, Poppy. I just practice some basic lettering. Cause I always tell people, make sure you practice, make sure you stay on your game, make sure you keep doing it, because you know if you don't use it, I believe you can lose it. You may not lose it all, but you will definitely
Bot Rix.
feel like you're starting
Welcome
over.
to my channel. Thanks for joining the live. Your follow will be appreciated.
Turn on that live, baby. That live sign, we live in here. Make sure we a little bright. Bright, there we go. That's bright enough right there. Screen super wide. I don't normally have it that wide, but we good, y'all. Oh. Matter of fact, we're gonna start off with Poppy name. That's Poppy, huh? I always say practice that muscle memory. It's all circles and shapes. Same thing right here. Boom. Circles and shapes. All them swirls. And I only made this line for our lowercase letters, so start with that O. P. Some double P's always used to get me. But I found different ways to kind of make it all connect. You got that. When I tell people like practice it like this, my bad, let me zoom in. Be too far out. Bring that down. So do that, boom. So it get dark on this side and on this side of the P. Bro. Close my door, y'all. I know y'all probably hear that. All that. I always say put the shadows like on this side. See if the light come from this way, so it'll fall right there. It's gonna fall behind here. And I always say put it about right there in the front. Same thing on the O. Put a little right there. A little on this side of it. So it's like a thick and thin, come around that part. It'll be thicker, come out thin. Thick right up in here. Come out thin. Thick up in there. And you repeat the process until you get used to your lettering, where you put your bold parts of the lines at. Same thing right here with this Y. We got a bold part. Another bold part on the back. We're going to start with the Y so y'all kind of see how that look. So we was tattooing it. We'll basically be trying to pull that line straight and clean. Come over, pull that line on the side. And we'll kind of come down with the machine slowly, filling in that little blank. Depends on what you're running your machine at. Because of course, different speeds, different hand movements. So yep, let me start the recording too so I can make this recorded. Practice lettering. I'm gonna name that. Let's go. Oh Lord, I dropped the battery. And I got the machine on here. I'm gonna move this over to the front. Don't have to do too much to record. It'll be right there. Alright y'all, so like I was saying, to practice that lettering, so it's like thick, thin. So see how it's thick on this side? We're going to go up with our thin, and we're going to come back down with our thick. So it's basically like you're doubling the line. A line on the side of a line, go back, fill it in. Y'all just practice this until you get some clean lines on paper. And once you practice and get these super clean lines on paper, it'll be easy to transfer over to fake skin. I know a lot of people just want to start with the machine, but I say it all definitely start on paper. Just start on paper. So start practicing your lines on paper first. Then you can move your way up to the fake skin. Cause I think if you can't do it on paper, it's gonna be just as hard to do it on the fake skin. So practice on the paper, y'all. Alright, that was short, sweet. Make that look good short. Would I be able to make this a short? Nope, I probably not, cause I can barely see my face. Let's see. So we make this bigger. Got our lights on. Let's see if I get this light on. I might turn, I might turn this light. I'll keep this light down. And I got that light too, where we still got a little more light. But also, we're gonna zoom in a little bit more. That way we can try to make this a little bit longer. Try to make more of a long form, and I'm out of the frame.
Any advice how to decide what size liners to use when?
What size liner to use and when? So this is the thing I say when how you decide to use what size liner to use is like depends on what you're tattooing. Like right now I'm tattooing just lettering, so I definitely would use like a 7-round liner for this. Nothing smaller than a 3-round liner. But to say if I was doing a line that was about this bold and you had to fill all that in, I would definitely go with like an 18-round liner. Or you could still use your 7-round liner to hit these lines.
Thanks for joining.
But in the middle, you would use your 7 curve mag to shade it in. Let me know if that makes sense. Oh, you couldn't even see it, my bad. I was drawing it. But if you was doing this size like line, this bold, I would say 7-round liner to do these two. Go back with a 7 curve mag to shade all that in. But say if you was doing a line like about that bold, you could definitely just take your 18-round liner and kind of back and forth if you need to. And it'll easily fill that up for you. Let me know if that helped out. I'll open this up a little bit. Just trying to have it a nice size to where I'll definitely be able to kind of come back. I'll make a short from it. Let me know if that helped y'all though, Poppy. Yeah, most of all my names, I definitely use like 7-round liners. Like I was just saying, I definitely say recommend starting on paper. Make sure you can get you a clean line. Because all these same movements that you're doing on paper is the same movements you have to get used to on fake skin. Just work on pulling that consistent line though. I'll just come back with a 7-round liner and fill in that little piece right there. Boom. That's gonna the only difference gonna be on real skin is that it's a needle.
Thanks.
No problem, no problem. Yeah, only difference is you using a needle. So I say definitely once you get it on paper, start pulling these same lines on fake skin. Bless you over there. Now I say practice the same movements as if you're on some real skin. So I'll be pulling my lines like this, boom. Make sure that's solid, and come back. Boom. I said you're getting the rhythm of practicing that though. Because one thing that's it's tough when you make a crooked line, let me see if you can see that. Like say if you make a line and then it got a jump in it, and there's supposed to be a curve, an easy way to try to make up for that, if you can see it, is you have to sculpt that line, and boom. You got that, but remember you still got this gap, so just keep on pulling down to where the edges, the outside of that line is straight. And eventually you'll have like a perfect line. Well, you see I messed up right there, so I would just kind of go back, sculpt that out if you want that line to be super clean. If that made any sense for you. Saying with a name, anything else? See how I'm trying to pull it in one movement? Because if I was tattooing with a machine, I could easily zoop, zoop. And for those that don't know, when tattooing with a machine, like I always learn by putting the pinky down as a kickstand and then using my wrist. That's where you can brace up on the skin. And then you just come back. But since I've been tattooing for a while now, I'd rather use the pinky like that. I still catch myself doing it when I'm like shading or something like that, but most of the time I know how to hold my wrist up to keep it level now. So I don't really always have to go off the kickstand method. I might have to make a video on that, the kickstand method. I'm glad that helped, Poppy. I'm just starting off with some lettering. And then I'm gonna make some videos on, I was thinking about gray wash. If I make my gray wash, I might just finish this portrait up on fake skin. I was supposed to do a video about that bleach on fake skin to get rid of the stencil. I gotta find the beginning part. How I didn't even looked at it. Matter of fact, it's in that vial. I'm gonna have to take it out the vial and then take one off my phone. That's definitely where it's at. Right there. Practicing lines, and don't be scared to like make it touch anything, because really you can go inside of it and come out. That ain't a bad thing to do. Right here, make it a little bit bolder, give it a little more oomph to it. I believe. You add these little more lines. I believe it like adds to the tattoo. Some people don't prefer them, some people do, but it's all up to you and your opinion. Like stuff like this, boom. Feel like it added an extra swirl to the tattoo. Same thing right here. And I was telling somebody also, if I was to add the shadows behind it, I'll basically use if I use the same needle, I'm making it super light. I'm not looking to make these hard lines back here. Boom. It's basically the shadows. I'm not looking to make those hard. Stuff like that, I'm not looking to make none of that hard. But I've been on the outside, of course the same thing will kind of apply to right here. Oh. And that's one thing you can practice too. Put on paper. One thing you can practice on paper is like the depth of how you're tattooing. Because if you can actually lighten your hand up and pull a line, let's see if y'all can't see that. But you can lighten your hand up and try to pull a line versus trying different like pressures. When you're tattooing, to get thinner lines, you're going to have to lighten your hand up to like barely tap to get some of them thinner lines, especially if it's a small tattoo. So definitely practice your pressure points, so you know you don't have a heavy hand. Because some people naturally just tattoo like heavy, or some people just naturally draw like with heavy lines, which I don't do that, because in the beginning I used to do this, but what it used to do is cause prints at the back of your paper, and I never liked it that. Even on the inside right here, you see how hard it is when you cause them prints. So definitely learn to lightly tap. Same thing how I drew this name, I lightly kind of made those circles, barely any pressure, versus if I would have just been hitting it dark. So that's one thing you need to know on regular paper. Practice that with your wrist motions, and you're going to get it on fake skin with ease. Yep. Let's finish this name up though. You watching the TV shows on, Poppy? Matter of fact, how long you been tattooing? Because you did ask me about the what needles to use, so you been tattooing for a minute?
An issue I have is trying to figure out what size needle to use when I practice different size tattoos and lines. Any advice on matching needle to line sizes?
You get them letters.
Yo, get them letters. All right. So Poppy, appreciate you for hopping in, Maddie Strives. So the thing about the line size, I'm gonna have to get the things to do it on fake skin one day. But basically, like I said, these lines, this
Thanks
is a
for
7
joining
round
the live.
liner.
Your
I
follow
could
will
easily
be
do this with a
appreciated.
7 round liner. Versus if my letters was, say, this bold, I'm gonna go this with the P. If I had letters like that was a little bit bolder. So you see how bold this is. So we gotta shade this in. But if I was doing letters like this on real skin, I definitely won't say use my 7 round liner, which you can use it and sculpt it up, but in the beginning, you don't want to use that and sculpt it up, and you risk like kind of tearing the skin if you don't know your depth correctly and everything like that. You can risk tearing the skin. So I'll say I'll use my like 9 round liner, or you can even use an 18 round liner, or 14 round liner. Anything that's a little bit bigger. But a 7 round liner for this, you can outline it, but I wouldn't recommend shading it in the beginning. But like now, I could easily just, okay, outline it and come back and line it in. So it all depends on what you're tattooing. Like the bigger the lines you need, the bigger the needle have to be. Like if I want to do a flower, let's say for example, a lapel flower or something. Let's just finish this for the sake of the video. Something like that. If I wanted bold outlines, I would say go with the 9 round. I'm going to show you the different size width of these petals. So if you want these petals like bold and popping out, I'll definitely say go with like, you can go with a 9 round, you can even go with a 7 round shader type thing. But I would say just stick with the liners if you're not used to the needles like that. Just stick with the liners. You get a standard 7 or a standard 9 round liner, and you'll get a bold line. But if you wanted to get lines that's like, my bad, lines that's a little thin, so just like how I did that line, I'll definitely say go with like a 5
I
round
generally use
liner.
a 3RL double line the downstroke and fill with a RS or a mag, then on my upstrokes depending on the overall size and design I am.
So you normally use a 3 round liner. So basically, you know, 3 round liners only get the thin lines. Let me open my other chat, cause that's on the stream, huh?
Thanks for joining the live. Your follow will be appreciated.
I got rid of the kick chat. Did I get rid of kick chat? I think I got rid of kick chat, cause I'ma see the Let me go on kick right there. My bad. Just need to see the dashboard, see the chat.
Oh sorry, I mean for letters I specialize in letters. Check out my Insta if you like Maddie Scribes. Sorry if not allowed.
Oh, okay, my bad, my bad. So you do letters, that's what you're saying. And you say you generally use 3 round liners, double lines, so you basically go over it and sculpt your lines, right? Downstroke and fill with a round shader, right? Because a 3 round line, I don't recommend filling with a 3 round line. Definitely get a round shader. Then on the upstroke, depending on the overall size and design, I may use between 5 round and 11 round. Right, instead of that round shader, basically 11 round, you could go right and fill it in. So that's basically about finding your replacement needles that'll work for you. And you see that basically works for you. The 11 round, some people use the 7 round shader, or some people stick with the round shaders. I just started experimenting with like round shaders, and it's okay, it's cool, you know, it's not a big deal, but it's all about what works for that person. Maddie Strives, I'm gonna take a picture of it, Maddie, and I'm gonna take a picture of it. That way I can definitely check you out. Appreciate you for hopping in on Maddie Strives. Hope you follow the channel. Definitely appreciate you for following the channel. I've been constantly trying to grow it. My YouTube been growing, but the kick been a little bit slow, you know, but I ain't been tripping on it. Let me get the pop-out chat, because I don't know why it deleted my pop-out chat. I'm about to put this back in OBS. Oh yeah, Maddie. So how long you been tattooing? Let me see, add another dot. see. Oh, custom browser. Okay. Oh, that's why. Dang. I'm gonna have to add another one. I messed that up. I was supposed to put that on another line.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate all the help. I have to run. Be well.
All right, Poppy. So, Matt, it's been over 8 years. Let me add this in there. He said, well, I'll hit you back.
Thanks for
with
joining the
follow.
live.
For
Your
sure.
follow will be appreciated.
All this from Australia. Okay, Australia in the building. Long ways away. Long ways, huh? For over 8 years. So you just decided to stick with lettering, Maddie? That was your thing you just decided to stick with? Cause no, I thought about specializing in the lettering, but damn, bro, that's messing me up. You can't have 2 minute chats open. And that chat disappeared, I don't know why. So you just decided to specialize in lettering? And did you like have an apprenticeship, anything like
Yeah,
that?
man, lettering just makes sense to me. Mainly, hey, it's what I love the most.
Okay, okay. Well, yeah, I tell people all the time. That's why I tell people. They say like when they're trying to learn how to tattoo, I always recommend starting out with doing lines. If you could get your clean lines, you could do a tattoo. Like lettering is one of those things. If you got clean lines, you could do some name tattoos. But if you don't got no clean lines, you got good shading, it's gonna be kind of off. But I definitely recommend people starting out with line work unless you just jumping into it straight shading, all realism. But at that point, you gotta be already professional. Gotta already know what you're doing. So do you just do like cursive lettering, or do you like got a certain style? Matter of fact, let me go on. You on there on Instagram, huh? I'm gonna check out your thing. Let me see. Underscore. Definitely give you a follow, Maddie. Matthew Holland, huh? That's you? Oh yeah, Matthew, you definitely got it, bro. Yeah, so you do all kinds of lettering, I see. So in the beginning, did you start off like with graffiti? I know a lot of lettering artists, they start off like in the graffiti field, and that's how they build like a passion for lettering. Or did you just start drawing them? Especially that little Big Sleep style. Like that's kind of, I would say Big Sleep because that's where I've been seeing it at, and it's a known artist. But yeah, that style. So do you just freestyle them, or you just started practicing drawing those type of lettering first, and then you build it up and built your own style? I know every lettering artist say they tried something different. They did their own thing. Like Flex, you probably heard of Flex. How he built his style up, so I be listening to different people. But I think you're the first artist that I like, to talk to actually about the style and how you built up your lettering style. Yep, nice work. And I definitely gave you a follow, Maddie. But I definitely say I try to stay on paper. Cause I always tell people if you don't use it, you'll lose it. So constantly practice those letters, practice whatever. It's just like drawing a rose or whatever, constantly, you'll eventually get it locked in your memory to where you could draw it from your imagination. Same with these cursive letters. I was drawing them every day. Eventually now I don't need to look at other letters to draw them. But like far as the lettering you do, like some of those, like yeah, I'll definitely say I'll look at some lettering to see how the fonts is and then kind of draw it from there. Well, yeah, it don't matter. Appreciate you hopping in. Y'all got a lot of tattoo artists out in Australia? That music stop? I heard that music stop. Oh, where the music at? So I thought that was gonna help it. They pop up on the screen, but it like
Thanks
fades
man, so
away.
I started letters in high school but nothing serious, then I gave up drawing till about 25 years of age and I did sorta everything. Thanks for
Okay.
joining the live, your follow will be appreciated.
Stuck with letters and won a few awards and some tattoo expo. Alright. Just doing letters, huh? And then went wildfire ever since. For sure, for sure. That's crazy how you stopped doing it and then like you picked it back up at 25. I know I ain't start drawing till like middle school, 14 years old. And I wasn't even thinking about tattoos at the time. I was just drawing. Got into painting. Well, I think I went to art school and that's when I like did my first painting. And then after that I was going painting ever since. But I slowed down painting once I got busy with the tattoos though, so I've been trying to stay on top of it, and I've been trying to create some YouTube content teaching different people like the basic fundamentals. Do you use the Procreate app on Maddie? I know a lot of artists moved over to Procreate. But it was at one point when I wanted to specialize in lettering, I was trying to draw all kind of letters. Like I said, just to get a feel
Yeah
for
man,
that
I use
style.
Procreate, it works well for me.
Yeah, Procreate, that's the app. That's a really good app to say that they don't charge like Apple. Not Apple, that's on Adobe. Adobe charge all that money, like a monthly subscription, and like Procreate got a whole lot of that stuff you could do in there. That you can even do from Procreate and all that. I'm saying on Photoshop and all that, they only charge a one-time fee. It's crazy. Cause I could definitely see people paying that monthly fee for Procreate because it's worth it. You use it on a everyday basis. What's your main things you would say like bother
Nothing
you
beats
with on
doing it by
flying?
hand on paper though, hey.
Yep, nothing. Cause I always tell people that muscle memory stuff. You're gonna build up muscle memory, like doing stuff like that, practicing your shapes, or just your lines for the slants and all that. I always tell people that's not good to practice on my bad. Yeah, circles, that's not good to practice on Procreate. Because if you constantly doing this, like scribbles, like little scribbles like that, I think that'll really run your Apple Pencil down in the ground. So I definitely don't recommend doing that on no Procreate. I always tell like beginners, people starting out, don't do that. But this is stuff I had started out doing though, just to get that wrist. Cause doing that enough, you definitely feel it in your wrist. So what would you say? Well, I'm guessing it may be the same, but do you tattoo from the wrist? Like do you tattoo like this? Like pulling from your wrist? Or would you say I'm gonna zoom out. Or would you say you like pull with your elbow and move your whole hand? Cause I know they got artists that pull like from their whole arm versus just using their wrist. You say you pull a line, stop, okay, and if you need to go further, pull your wrist. Cause they got some people like teaching, I'm like, I never was that person to pull from my arm. It's just something you gotta build up. I definitely say nothing beat the paper though. It all start on the paper. You can't expect something you can't do on paper to kind of you be able to do it on skin. Same with shading. I tell people to practice
I
their
tattoo
shades.
from my wrist, but if I am doing a really large piece, then it'll pull from my arm.
Right. But not like as much though, right? Cause I know people that's done did some stuff small and like pulling long lines, but I'm like, I done pull with my arm for like bigger lines, but like not like I'm gonna pull all the way across the back. Like I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna pull a good 5 inches maybe, like 5 inch, and then I'll finish off. But like pulling all the way where you lose control, you just gotta practice that, I guess. You know, build up that steady muscle memory. It's the same thing. Like wrist muscle memory, I guess that arm muscle memory to keep your hand steady. Like I said, everybody got a different way though. Cause at the end of the day, tattooing is not like 100%. It's a certain way to tattoo. Besides like needle depth. Other than that, you kind of do what works for you. Like the needles, you gotta do what works for you. But I see by some of the bolder words you got why you use that 11 round though. Especially if they got that all that black in it, you definitely probably going up with a bigger. So you never use curve mags, or you use curve mag? My bad. I'll be forgetting, like, you know, you chatting, I'll be talking like hey fast.
Thanks for joining the live. Your follow will be appreciated.
How long you been on Kick though? Cause I said it's crazy because too many people don't be chatting on the Kick. Most of the people be chatting on their own YouTube. No, I definitely appreciate you, bro. Let me put this on. Oh, I tell y'all, like, all curves, all curves. So basically, like, I sketch my letters out because I'm a bad handwriter. My writing is really horrible. So I just try to draw my letters in. Some people get, like, natural with it. They, like, just
I use
write
curve
it in.
mags for my soft shading in the background of letters, and then I use flat mags and round shaders to pack black. Yeah man, I only do.
Okay.
At Maddie Scribes, you leveled up to level 1.
For sure. So flat mags, I never used the flat. I used it in the beginning of my, like, starting out. I just didn't like it. I never used it since. So curve mag for your soft shading and flat mags to pack black. Okay. That's good advice though, good advice. I said I was gonna give maybe flat mags another chance because I was so early on in my career. I just stopped using them and kept staying with curve. I may have to get the flat mags again, give it another try. So we have been a lot more experienced now. And y'all, you from Australia? Would you say they got a lot of shops down that way? Or how's the tattoo market down in that way like? Do y'all charge by the hour? By the piece? You know, I don't know the going rate or like y'all, you know, will people get paid minimum wage and all that out there? I think the tattoo market definitely depends on like that minimum wage and what people getting paid. At the end of the day, I think people can't really spend what they don't have. If, you know, bills and all that swallowing them up. That's like LA. Some people can't even afford to stay that way. So how would they be able to afford a tattoo? You know?
I stopped using flat mags for ages, but if you turn them on like a 45-degree angle, you can really speed up your work packing black into large look.
Okay. So you saying like on that little angle to the side, the shade, you do like more of a pendulum back and forward? Or do you ever use a circular method with packing black with a flat? Because I think a flat, it don't get caught up on the skin, right? That's why I stopped using them. Because it felt like those edges were so sharp, and doing the circular method to pack black, I feel like it was getting caught on the skin, so I had stopped using them. That was my main reason why I had stopped using them though. Alright, so I'm gonna give them another try. And that's why I think it's always a good thing to be around other artists to know those things. Cause like me working by myself, I never knew nobody that really used flats like that. Look at my signal, it's really going low. Now it's back high. It's crazy. But yeah, I never knew nobody that used flats, and all the people that I've seen, like professional artists that's real big, seem like they're using those curve mags. And I don't hit too much about the flats. You done moved over to all cartridge? I know with these rotary machines, everybody like they done moved over to cartridge, huh?
Packing black with a flat, I use a mix between pendulum and maybe like an oval. We will have to organize a guest spot or something, man, I want to.
Okay, for sure. What up, St. John?
Saint John. Welcome to my channel. If funny, I was just thinking about my 11 Mac.
11 May?
It don't look clean. Thanks for joining the live. Your follow will be appreciated.
So man, let me see. Oh, so you're owner of this shop right here. Okay. Most definitely, if I'm coming your way, I definitely appreciate the guest spot. Even if you coming down here, definitely guest spot, bro. All right, so that's the shop, Dark Forest Society, huh? But this your page with the lettering, gotcha. Yeah, man, about that lettering, it's something I definitely like about that lettering. It's just that the different styles, I'm definitely going to learn all that. Basic cursive, different kinds of cursive is cool. And I see you got that little dot method, pepper shade up. It's not really pepper shade, it's like it's a texture you added on the top of the letters. Oh, that's 23. What's up with you though, John? Oh, this was at a convention once again, huh? Another 23. So you do a lot of traveling, Maddie? I said I'm gonna start traveling. Get around a little bit more. I don't know how it fade away on me. I'm about to see how to fix that multi-chat though. Oh, definitely. So you tatted anything today, John?
Just chilling.
I'm gonna probably do these letters till about 4:30. And then I'm gonna hop on that face skin with the portrait, finishing it up.
Yeah bro, I do a little bit. Hey, this year I definitely want to do some more time for me to head to work, man. Was a real pleasure meeting you and...
Okay. For sure. Peace out, man. Popping again, for sure. Take it easy. Appreciate that. You see the hand movements I'm making? Basically practice these lettering. Up, down, up, down.
Yes, I did best friends and I'm waiting on a client to do a rose.
Okay. So you doing a rose? Is she getting color? Or you just doing it black and gray, John? So that's the thing about drawing the lettering too. You want to try to get it, put it the same lettering. It'd be tough sometimes, of course, because we're not printers, but you want to draw it the same. Same with the motion, up and down, up and down. You want to watch that. I guess they call it like italic. The direction of the letters that they're facing.
I was saying flat mag shading don't look clean.
Yeah. And that's what I said too, like, That's why I always
She
prefer.
wants red and green.
Oh, she want red and green. Okay, yeah, so she getting color then. She getting color. Yeah, flat mags. I don't know. I fell off them a long time ago. I say I'm gonna give them another try though.
Thanks for joining the live. Your follow will be appreciated.
Yeah, one of the reasons I think I fell off the flat mags, because when I was using them, the edges is so sharp. So it's like they was catching on to the skin, trying to get caught on the skin. So I think that's why I moved over to the curved mags. And it's easy to hit them circular motion without that edges of that sharp mag, flat mag getting caught on the skin. Let me know y'all thoughts. Y'all use flat mags or curved mags? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm gonna make that a short, John. See people idea what they prefer, flat mag or curved mag. So yep, just like the home machine, you'll basically go back over these lines. If it was a stencil, pull that straight line. And if needed, I always tell people, if you want it, like, you're not confident enough, and you're not sure if you're gonna get you a clean line, what you do, I pulled that out, dang. My bad, let me stop that, I messed up that part of the video. Oh, camera back on, camera back on. Let me widen this up. I don't want to keep losing my face in that bad boy. I'll make that more wider, where you can see more. My head to the front of it, okay. So, whether from behind or back, be good. But yeah, that's one thing I said when you're pulling the line. If you're not confident with making the line, I'll say practice that motion, how you constantly sweep, and then get ready. Once you feel a little more confident, then come back and pull that line. Same thing around back. You can practice those motions. Even if you come from this way, you can practice those motions. However you feel comfortable, and then come back and pull that line. Cause you gotta think about it. You tattooing, so this is permanent tattoos. What you say? You freestyled that off your head? Yeah. So my letters right now, yes, these letters I could definitely just freestyle it off my head. But like more difficult lettering, like graffiti and all that, I'll have to study that and learn that style of lettering. But these, yeah, I studied these up out of my head. Now the basic got comfortable, and I know how they look, and I know how to draw them. So the same way I learned how to draw these will be the same thing it would take to learn those other styles of lettering. But that just show you the more you work you put in and you really try to learn it, you'll get there. You just gotta look at the lettering and start drawing them. That's all I think it takes. So yeah, I think like learning lettering is just basically like another style. Just like you will learn how to draw rolls, you will learn, look at letters, and keep repeating it, drawing them. Even if you have to start out tracing them to get the hand movements and how it go, start out doing that, trace them. And then you build up to you start drawing them. And then after you draw them for so many times, so repetition build up, that muscle memory build up, it's like you'll remember how it looks. So you know the hand movements that's needed, and it'll be like second hand nature, and boom. You done. You got that style down pat. Let me know if that makes sense, John. That's just like a rose. I was practicing lots of roses so I could draw rolls, but out my head, it's still not realistic how I would want it to be. So that's why I was still using like a stencil for a reference. So I could draw Rose, but it's a cartoonish Rose because I didn't study it that long to get it super realistic. That's why you definitely have to like expand parts in your brain to kind of new things. Because if you're practicing this thing, you'll get comfortable doing that. Which you will learn it once you try something else. Expanding, that's only like basically expanding your arsenal of techniques. Basically, I'm about to say weapons, but techniques. Think about it. Somebody don't know how to use a rotary machine. You need to expand to using the core just in case if you need it.
Yes, brother.
Appreciate it, John. So basically, see how I whip that line? I'm gonna zoom in a little bit closer.
Thanks for joining the live. Your follow will be
So
appreciated.
basically, how I whip this line right here, and because I done practiced going over this so many times, not this exact piece, but I done practiced those motions, those curves like that, coming down, drawing them like that, same thing. So you could basically pull, restart, come on down, make sure you can see your tip of your needle though. Cause if you're drawing like this and you can't see the tip of your needle, you're gonna be all over the place. So definitely hold your hand at an angle where you can see the tip of your needle. I definitely don't recommend
Thought
nobody
on drawing
tattooing
on
if you
iPad
can't see the tip of that
versus
needle. You said thought on drawing on iPad versus paper? Okay, I'm about to answer this for you, John.
Could you practice to draw on iPad?
Yes, but I was just telling Maddie, like, I wouldn't recommend practicing drawing on iPad because, like I said, all the methods of learning I was just showing, like these lines, stretching your lines, things like that, the circles. You could practice that on iPad, but if you do, you know the nipples you have to buy. So if you don't mind spending more money on nipples, then I would say practice that because on iPad, those nipples go down, and if they go down too far, of course, it's not effective, and it don't get the clean lines like it used to. So you'll just have to buy new nipples to add on to your machine, or to your Apple Pencil. So yes, short answer, yes, you can practice on iPad, but long answer, over time, it will dull your nipples out, and you'll basically have to catch yourself buying more and more nibs to add on to your pen. Let me know if that makes sense, John. But like a pen, using this on paper, it ain't gonna dull out, but it's still gonna take a while for this ink pen to be empty. Versus me gotta go buy nibs that come like 4 in a pack, which probably cost more than pens, but I say it all up, it's personal preference. You can definitely practice it though. I can give you an idea. Cause I done did it on my iPad, but I don't do it like a whole lot type thing. So basically, you go to a thing, boom. I just pick this canvas with a pencil. So I use a 6B pencil. That's white. That's why it's not showing up black. And it's like you're drawing on glass, so it's not an actual same feeling as on paper. But you could definitely practice it.
Yes, I understand.
You see that? Like, you could definitely practice this. Oh, my bad, I ain't got it down. But yeah, you can practice it on iPad, but it's also like a glossier surface. And it feel like you get more friction and able to get a cleaner line on paper versus like trying to make a clean line feel like this, your hand could easily slip. Like, cause it's like a shiny surface. But yep, it's definitely possible though. Cause the iPads, they basically like you're drawing on paper. The only thing is the gloss is stream. Love yours. Yeah, so the only thing is you're drawing on like a glass stream. So it's almost like drawing on a slippery surface. But yeah, I definitely would say it's worth it though. It's like you gotta drag the pen almost. First on the iPad, you don't feel like you gotta drag it. It's like that bad boy just sliding by itself. And also, I'm about to record this, John. This one thing that I don't recommend. So if you is gonna draw on the iPad and you're just starting out and learning, don't start off with drawing assistance, because drawing assistance is going to help you basically get some clean lines. But if you're starting out, you don't want it to help you get clean lines, because in the beginning, you're still trying to learn how to do clean lines. So no drawing assistance. Practice on getting those straight lines. And once you get your straight lines, then you can use drawing assistance when you're doing like your stencils, anything like that. Which at the end of the day is not really needed, but you don't want all that assistance. You don't want to handicap you, because that's what this new technology is definitely doing.
Thanks for joining the live. Your follow will be appreciated.
So yeah, I definitely recommend starting this on paper though. Like I say, small circles to larger circles. And as you constantly like practice, you'll stay on the same line. I still never got it down to where I was on one single line. But, you know, just keep practicing that muscle memory. But one thing I done got down on one single line would be like lines. You could be on that one line because you're only pulling up and down, up and down. Same thing you could do with practicing line work.
Yes, I understand you fully.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, like staying on one line on paper, keep practicing that line, going up and down, up and down, up and down. And you can also practice going sideways. Different ways, different angles to help out. So when it's time for you to really pull a line on paper, I say whether if it's a curve or it's straight up and down, your muscle memory for your wrist, it will definitely help you out in the long run. But yeah, I definitely say start out on the paper. But if you do start on iPad, like I said, no drawing assistance. Because, you know, if it was on paper, ain't no assistance on the paper.
I've been drawing on paper for years, only got an iPad last year.
Okay, yeah. Well, you good then, John. That's what I was supposed to do. I forgot. I was supposed to get my other phone and get on the TikTok live. My bad. 1 second. I'm tripping. I'm looking for the other phone that's in my pocket the whole time, John. But I'm about to set this camera up. And basically so they'll see it on TikTok as well. You know, TikTok be tripping sometimes. That's why I don't always use it. And also, it's like TikTok is so sensitive. So it's like when my clients in here and we talking, that mother trying to copyright me, or not copyright, but like give me a warning strike, like as if I said something bad. So no, if it do it this time and I'm in here by myself, I know something wrong with TikTok. I don't know why I do that though. I'm gonna go live on here. And we live. I'll get my iPad so I can track the people on TikTok. How many tattoos you did today, John? Let's see. Boom.
I like drawing Naruto and Goku rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor.
Oh
laughing.
man, that's nice right there. No lie, in the beginning, I don't know how I started doing it, but it's like I always used to draw these characters with like the little rectangle face, not a rectangle, but a triangle. And I think I got that from anime, cause you know like Goku and them, they face come into that V. That's where I think I got it from. There ain't nothing wrong with that. What you mean? What up, Fool of the P?
2 so far. Thanks for joining the live. Your follow will be appreciated.
Oh, he did 2 of them? Well, there.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Well, yeah, you get it though, John. My bad. Yeah, cause basically with that, it kind of made you. I used to always draw like these little piece of face little kids. I don't know how I got into them. And giving them like real mouse and all that, bandanas. I don't know why. But that was like when I first kind of got into. Oh, you ain't giving them next. What up, Sarah?
Audio so low.
Oh, me talking? 1 second, John.
Thanks for joining the live. Your follow will be appreciated.
You can hear me now? Sound a little better? Oh, my bad. The microphone way over there too. I ain't never move it. That's good. Too loud. I see I'm touching that red. There we go. My bad. How we sounding, John?
Yes, great.
For sure, appreciate it. My God, you have helped me so much. Appreciate it, Sean Cross. Be an honor if you could critique my practice scans. Most definitely. Let me know. You made shit so much easier. All right. Yeah, and I hope everyone appreciate it, bro. Definitely send me some messages. Let me know how the face scans looking. How they coming out. Or you can also join the Discord, and you can message me on Discord. I don't think I put my Discord on TikTok though. I'm definitely glad I was able to help out. I've been trying to make more and more videos, help out others. My Discord is Crust Coast Tattoo, still the same. I'm about to pull it up. Oh, hold on, that's on. That's it right there. Oh. Yeah, Crust Coast Tattoo. And you'll see that logo like that. Oh, my bad, that's this one. Well, yeah, let everybody know when I go live on my YouTube. I pull the flower. O W-E-R. And Sean, I'm about to say, if you ever been on my YouTube, definitely check out the YouTube. I stay posting the video. Let me know if it help you out. What time it is? Oh man, it's past 4 on Thursday. It's time for us to get started on some fake skin. We about to get back to this portrait. So yeah, I definitely hope this helped you all. Make sure y'all practice if you're starting out. Make sure you practice this at least twice a day. I would say twice a day. If you ain't got the time, at least once a day minimum. Put about 30 minutes to an hour into it. I guarantee you'll learn how to do your letters. In the midst of it, you can also learn how to do clean lines. So definitely y'all keep practicing, keep practicing. See you all in the next video. I was recording that, John. That's an 8-minute video on doing that lettering, you know. Some of them become small shorts. You learn something? Somebody said, no, I ain't. I was talking to the camera. I know you on here, but I've been on the streams and I've been creating like shorts. Also like certain videos also. That way you ain't got to go through the whole stream. It's basically 8 minutes of video you got to look at. If you want to re-look at like how to do lettering, it's only 8 minutes. I'm going to stop that recording. I'm going to start another recording because we about to start on this portrait. Oh, you subscribe for sure, Sean. Oh, that's how you find me for sure. Most definitely, Sean. Appreciate it. It's only up. I'm about to get the portrait. I'm about to show you all the other portraits I did though. All the fake skin that I done mess with. This is the one I'm working on right now. This was my this is not the first, but this is an old one. Like this skin is horrible. You can see it's ripping how thin that skin is compared to how thick that is. This way it's thicker. And this is still good skin too, but I think this is thicker and softer. You hit 4 out of 10. Yeah, I ain't never finished up that stream one. What up, Damani? I'm about to get back to this one though. I wouldn't believe this is really all light tone. We use a little medium. And most of this is all light. Well, so you gotta definitely go super light on some fake skin. I've been trying to set up a camera So you can see like the shades and the tones I've been using. And that's the video I need to make. Matter of fact, I might make it right now. What you think, John? Might make that whip shading. You know all the other videos I made? The last one was supposed to be like how to do the whip shading with that same smoothness. And then I might get to this one. Do our whip shading one. I think whip shading definitely was the last. What else I use? Whip shading. And basically color packing, but I done did that so many times, I think. Let me set up the machine. Show y'all how I do my whip shading. One day I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna make a video on how to set up your station. I did one on how to wrap your machine already, so if anybody didn't see that, definitely go check out the video. And the machine we're gonna be using, the FKion Zion machine. And this the battery that we're gonna be using. Ambition Ninja. Well, no, this is not the Ambition Ninja, but this is just the Ambition battery. I definitely don't run my stuff at 8. For some reason, every time I use this battery, it start off at like 8 volts. I make sure I keep it at 6.5. Use our light tone. I'll put 2 up there just in case we have to darken it up. My bad, I didn't even see the stream was out of frame. I should have had that other video on. Actually, I do got to set up my other camera, the GoPro. Let's see if it's gonna help out. See if I can add a third camera on here. It looks like it's not connected though. I probably got to open that app up. Let me see. Webcam. I guess it ain't connect yet. Uh-oh. What happened there? And turn it off. See the Agor doing that again. I don't know why the camera don't be connecting. I'm gonna plug it back in. What up, C Paul's Music? Appreciate it, appreciate it. Let's see if I get this GoPro connected. Really, we don't need it, but you know. Dun dun. Man, bro, I don't know why it's been this hard connecting this on. The other day it took me forever to connect the camera. I don't know why it's doing that, but I ain't gonna keep bothering with it. Definitely do a time lapse on that though. Yep, definitely connected in there. Dang, bro. I guess I ain't gonna worry about this one. Cause I wanted to do a side camera on it, but GoPro tripping right now. And I can't seem to connect it. So let that bad boy connect when it want to. Like even when I was doing the fake skin, I had another thing on it, but dun, 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 set up a couple of light tone ink caps. Yeah, once all this wrap out, I'm gonna definitely find something else to start on wrapping the machine with. This little press wrap. I would put on the front of the machine. I'm gonna wrap some around it. Good there. And I always wrap some on my battery. Somebody put some on the battery on the back. I'm going with our light tone. I ain't gonna put all them tones out this time. I'm gonna put our light tones and be patient and build up these light tones. My extra light and my light tone, which is from the Empire David Vega Gray Wash set. Yep, y'all, this time I just use the light and the extra light. We're gonna probably have to add a water cup because these tones still be dark. So I'm gonna add 4 cups, which gonna be extra light, light tone, and I guess, you know, I don't know how light to go with it, but they definitely be showing up. So like 1 drop of the extra light, 2 drop extra light. It's gonna be all the way extra light. This is gonna be light. Oh yeah, y'all couldn't even see that in there. Let me zoom out, see if I go find a way to show the ink caps. Live from that west side. I have to move my camera smaller. Dun. There we go. Got the ink caps right there. Dun, 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 dun. Put it on a paper towel over here. I'll just keep my ink caps right there, that way y'all can see it. So that's our 1 drop of extra light, 2 drops extra light, and this is gonna be our full extra light. And this one, and this is gonna be our light tone. One right above that. And there we go. Y'all, let's start hitting this fake skin. Them light tones. Let me see. This is fake skin, so I definitely don't need. Let's see how we look. Don't change nothing. Cause we don't have a glare. I gotta get my reference image. Hold up. Wait.
Easy money. Welcome to my channel. I have to get more ink and tattoo needles.
I said, you said you gotta get more ink. Definitely. Where you be ordering from? Easy Money.
Thanks for joining the live. Your follow will be appreciated.
Where you be ordering your equipment from? Easy Money. How everything been going? I think it's the way that I have this turned though, because I probably got, there we go. Yeah, because I kept trying to move with it on the stream. Get my needles out, which is going to be a 7 and 11. The needles I've been using with this was the 7 curve mag and the 11 curve mag. Let me pull out that 11 curve mag. And as we moving up, I might just take out the 7 round liner, but for sure that, well, this is a 9 curve mag. And with my 7 curve mag at. Right there. We good. Oh, you got the wormhole? So you think you need another machine? What's going on with it? Or you say more ink and tattoo needles, alright. So you buy all your supplies from Wormhole. Is that what you're saying? And like I tell people, for the front, what I normally do, I just wiggle it until it pop a hole. Don't try to press it straight in because it definitely gets stuck. Just a little hole for that to get in, and then lock it in place. Boom. Now I'm gonna wrap some grip around it. I only be needing that grip because I don't like them small grips. But when I do the fake skin, I don't be tripping on the small grip. I still put some on grip on top of that plastic though. Let's put our inks out. Like I said, we said extra light, huh?
Yes, that's who I started with. I don't really know any others yet.
So this is the extra light tone. We're gonna do one drop.
Leveled up to level 1.
One drop of extra light. Boom. 2 drop of extra light. And we're gonna do a full cap, all extra light. And then that next cap gonna be just our light tone. This, just our light tone. Bless you. And in those first 2 cups, we're gonna add some distilled water.
Thanks for joining the live. Your follow will be appreciated.
That's gonna be our extra light. Even though that's extra light, you gotta go down because the extra light be dark. Or you use dynamic ink, yeah. I've been using dynamic, but doing the making gray wash for the portraits, I've been using the David Vega ink set. See that look like it then went back up to 8 volts, which I don't know why on this machine they do that. Yeah, it did go back up to 8 volts. It's like this machine automatically reset once you turn it off. So I might just have to pause it. I ain't gonna turn it off. So it'll automatically reset. Alright. Back into our extra light. Try to smooth some of them tones out. So we ain't so smooth like I thought it was since I removed that stencil. And be looking like it don't be going in, but the tone definitely build up on his fake skin. And I remember, like I said before, you definitely don't have to go this light on real skin. It's just that on fake skin you really have to be super light. Or them tones build up and get so dark.
What machine are you using?
This is the FKI Zion. FKI Zion machine, XION. What up, Creep? Appreciate you hopping in the chat.
Thanks for joining the live. Your follow will be appreciated. Any recommendations for beginner machines?
Beginner machine, you definitely can start out with either the Ambition. I heard a lot of people starting out with the Wormhole. What up, Duck? Yeah, so I said starting out Ambition, Wormhole. What's another machine people start out with? For it's like budget around $200. I know I got the Ambition. I got the Mass Archer. That's a good one. They got some other cheaper machines than that. If you don't got the $200, you can they got Ambition, yeah, cheaper Ambition machines. The Wormhole, I believe, definitely under 200. So yeah, they got some good machines under that 200 mark if you need it. I say the cheapest machine that I bought, I ain't really use it, but it was a Dragon Hawk machine, I think.
But I want something better, like 600 budget.
Oh, 600 budget? Well, I definitely say you could try you out the Bishop rotary machine. You probably could find around 600, or one of these they should be on sale by now. But FKI machine around 600 definitely will be worth it. Cause FKI, the thing that make their stuff worth it, if anything go wrong with the machine, you can always contact them, let them know, send it off, and they'll fix it. Cause it come with a warranty, but if your warranty up, they just like basically charge you to replace that part. But I believe they.
I appreciate that.
No problem, no problem. Man. If can come through. What's been up to, Doc?
Thanks for joining the live. Your follow will be appreciated.
Long you didn't say none when I sent you that beginning of it in IG. Was it that bad? Tears of joy, tears of joy.
Thanks for joining the live. Your follow will be appreciated.
Oh, your new one, huh?
Poll 180. I fucked it up. She was my first time with that skin roll. I'ma get used to it.
No, Duck, you good. I might say just keep going. It wasn't messed up that bad, bro. Why you think it was messed up? I say just continue to build the lines out. Focus on them lines first, and then you go to your shading. I think you discouraging yourself, Duck. It was not bad. You gotta finish it, bro. You started it, you gotta finish. Or else we ain't gonna never know what that finished process look like.
IDKUA reply. I was like, yeah, that poly was bad long.
Really?
I always do my biggest issue long.
Really? I did reply though, huh? Unless I never sent it. I thought I did reply though. I was saying like focus on the lines, you're doing good. My bad if it never sent, but I did type it in there, but you know I just must have never hit the send button. I think I seen it this morning and I had replied. Well, I thought I replied.
Follow your dreams.
My bad if I forgot to reply though. Or if I never hit send. Yeah, nah, it wouldn't mess up at all. Just make sure you got them solid lines. And one thing I always say about that outside, the shark jaw, make sure that is a lot bolder. So when you go on the inside, it don't be as bold. Because that is the frame, so you want that to kind of sit on the foreground. Like more in the front.
Are you using a reference photo?
Yeah. This is the reference photo.
Tyson, lol.
Yeah, I gotta get it done. Alright, trying to stay on it, trying to knock it out. Let me get that 7 curve. 7 curve, man. To get closer to this eye. But before I even get close to the eye, I'm gonna go ahead and go on top of that nose. Cause I just feel that nose look weird by that all that space right there. I'm gonna close it all, make it on just like a slow transition. Versus like it just transition right over. And I'm gonna have to go back on that lip.
your follow will be appreciated.
So I see that purple was kind of covering that, so I'm gonna have to go back on that lip and hit that. What up, Zoda Artist?
Shift of time, I'm trying to figure out if wormhole or dragon hole better for shading or lining. I draw realism, but getting it with the ink is challenging.
So getting it with the ink is challenging. So you say your Dragon Hawk depends on like how your lines. What's the speeds you have to run to get your lines at, Duck? So it depends on the voltage you have to use. If you have to run it super high to get lines, it's better for shading. I'll draw realism, but getting with the ink is challenging. Yeah, you just have to just slow down. What's up with your Zoe? Appreciate it. So that's one thing I would say that could help you like know if your machine is for lining or shading. If you have to go super high to try to get a clean line, I definitely say go with shading. But if you're running it slow like at 7 or even 6.5 and you're getting some good lines, you definitely could use it as a liner. But they always got other machines that's more powerful, so you just got to experiment to figure out what's for what, you know, what fits best for you.
I mean IDK would really run on that Dragon Hawkeye was at 6.5.
You said I don't know what really run on that Dragonhawk. So you was at 6.5, but you was able to get some clean lines at 6.5? If you was able to get some clean lines at 6.5, you good without taking all day to try to build that line.
So I think maybe the wormhole for shading.
So maybe the wormhole for shading. Maybe the rain. So if you did the lines with the wormhole, depends on how fast you was at. How do you pack white into the fake skin? And that's been so tough lately. Like I don't. No, I don't blend it with black to make it wash. No. Let me see. I don't know if I put white into this one. I'm not sure if I put white in this one, but I barely like dab it, like you packing on fake skin. But that white seem like it just don't show up that much on fake skin. Not on this one. By this one having a different tone, the color, it may show up on that one. But I definitely think I put white in this one. You barely can see it in this eye. You can see it a little bit.
The Dragon Hawk is 6.5.
If you had a Dragon Hawk at 6.5 and you got some lines, you good, then you can line with that machine right there. I mean, you need something softer hitting for your shading, and but like I said, it all depends on how long it took you to build the line up. Cause I think all machines you can line with, but some machines don't knock it in as hard to get a crisp line like first go round, like one pull. What up with your armor? How you been, bro? You at work? Working?
Thanks
Thanks for joining the live. Your follow will be appreciated.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hope you have your smooth day, bruh. Smooth day. I dipped into our second cap. Still going light though. We still using the 7 curve mag. This not the bug pen, no, this was my standard. Dun, 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 dun. Say, you ever watched any of the Walking Deads? I caught myself trying to start back on and I'm completely lost. But I think I seen some of them though, like it's like it started me back on like Fear of the Walking Dead. I'm thinking the Walking Dead universe is out and it's not out. So it's whole nother different characters. Anybody watch that Walking Dead? Dun dun dun. Mm.
Wayne St. John. Welcome to my channel. Now I'm waiting on House of the Dragon.
You waiting on House of the Dragon? That's a TV show? What that one about? I'm guessing the dragon, of course, if it's House of the Dragon. Call myself getting it on free Amazon trial, but I ain't even been on it though. Probably got a show out last night, or a couple of them out last night. That's the thing about that bad boy try to keep you up late. I'm like, nope, turn them off. Sleep time, buddy. Oh, Game of Thrones, alright. So I ain't know they was coming back out.
Yes, Simon, try to slow it down.
Well, yeah, definitely slow it down. Easy money, I might say you had responded like a little distance back. I forgot what you was even talking about. I know you were talking about your machine though.
Thanks for joining the live. Your follow will be appreciated.
Yeah, slowly make that curve around that nose too.
Getting realism with the ink.
Oh yeah. Definitely slow it down. You right. Like right now, I'm only at 6.5 volts. So trying to get realism and smooth shading, you can't be moving too fast unless you don't got comfortable moving at that speed. Yeah, so definitely doing that realism on Easy Money, slow it down. I always recommend people, even with lines, I recommend people start off slower, like 6.5, and then start moving up higher if you want to get like faster lines and things like that. But you want to start off slow to make sure you got clean lines first before you try to get faster with it.
I'm here, I'm playing Rocket League tomorrow.
Rocket League, ha ha ha. Bro, no lie, I played that a few times. That was when I was working in the shop. I played that Rocket League. Pretty interesting too. Kind of almost like soccer, you know. But you're doing it in cars. Yeah, that's a dope game though. What up, Bluebell? Alright, I'm about to get my 7-round shader. Get around these eyes a little bit more. Still at 6.5 volts. Go with the light tone.
LMFAO, it's hard as shit. I ain't gonna lie, it's fun though.
Oh yeah, it's definitely fun. Haha. So starting out, when going around the eyes and also like the creases in the eyes, I definitely recommend starting out with a like a liner, softly shading it in before doing a mag, because you gotta definitely use like the edges of those mags. And if you don't know how to really curve those mags and angle them, you're gonna wind up just shading all that in. Cause I used to be like kind of outlining the portrait like when I first started out, but now I try to go in with like a mag for the soft eyelid and stuff like that. So definitely start out with that liner first, but no hard lines, just shading it in soft. I feel like it's sliding almost.
I tried with a Mac and failed long.
Yeah. What you had to try with the mag? You had to try to do a portrait and like run the eyes with the mag? Yeah, because like unless it's like a 5 curve mag, it'll be a lot easier. But I be using that 7 curve mag to do it, just barely tapping it. What I like to draw most? Portraits. That's my thing, no lie. I'll prefer to draw a portrait anytime. I definitely prefer to draw a portrait anytime. So that's my thing. I started off drawing, like I said, I started off drawing DVD covers and stuff. So I had put that in one of my last ones. That's how I got into portraits, doing DVD covers.
Yeah.
So we used to watch a lot of movies and stuff. So yep. I'll be watching a lot of movies. A lot of them DVD covers had like realistic, of course, actor's face on it. So that's how I was drawing that, and I got into it and I liked it.
Stream Elements. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for subscribing. Monique Malone smiling face with open hand.
Appreciate it, money. Appreciate it. Oh, that's a Monique. I'm listening to the AI. That thing sound like it said money. Appreciate it, Monique Malone. Glad you found the channel. Subscribe to the channel. And everybody else that haven't subscribed, y'all subscribe to the channel. I know I think my subscriber rate went up. I think it says at 18% now, subscribers. At first I think that bad boy was at like what? 3% people subscribe. I ain't check it in a minute. I'm gonna have to check it though. But yep, y'all subscribe to the channel. If you ain't gonna subscribe, just at least like the video, run it up, run it up. Make sure everybody that hop in, like the video. Yanez, what up? So that's a lot darker, so we're gonna definitely use that light. All of it because this is like the eyelash at the top. Like I said, that's the light tone, so it's gonna still look like it's real dark. But that ain't the black. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same on that side with the light tone. And this side is actually darker because the shadow fall on this side of the face. And I always save my eyes for last. So I'm gonna just outline it. Not really hard outline, but like barely shade around it. And I will fill them in at the last of it though. I'll never film them eyes in. Same thing with the drawing.
That's better than the practice bar 1 minute. They give you long.
Oh yeah. That 1 millimeter they don't give nothing, huh? Matter of fact, this that little 1 millimeter skin right here. This stuff is worthless. I was able to get some stuff on it, but like, yeah, I was trying working with what I had. But yeah, this stuff was a lot tougher to tattoo on versus this. You can see how hard some of the lines I tried to put in the ballot was going in there. What up, King Izzy? Why do you wait? Wait for what? Oh, why do I wait to put the eyes in? The reason being because when I was drawing, before I like started doing that, I used to draw the faces and just draw and fill the eyes in, and it feel like I was lacking far as the top. Like I didn't give it my all, like the bottom. So that's why
Thanks for joining the live you're following.
So ever since I feel like I wasn't giving it my all after I fill in the eyes and the portrait already looked done, I basically stopped doing it, just leaving the outline of it and try to give it all my potential basically on all the other parts around it. And I leave the eyes for last, because once you do the eyes, the portrait basically look done, but it's really not done. The eyes is like the center of it though. That's just my thing since I was drawing them, so I just started doing them last. I like outlining, like, you know, shade around them and stuff, but the pupils, the actual pupil, I always waited to last. Once I figured I was doing that, I'm going to do my leg soon for my first human tattoo. For sure, easy money. Send me a picture of what you're doing. Like, take your time. Make sure you practice on some fake skin first before you put it on your leg. That way you know exactly what you're going to do and how you're going to do it, you know. You don't want to be on your leg and trying to figure it out at the same time. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense, King Izzy. Like you say about the eyes being like the main, most important part to me. Yeah, so I kind of leave it to last, try to do everything else. And then come back around and fill in them pupils. Everything else on the eye though, yeah, we doing. We just not filling in the pupils.
Yes, I practice daily just to make sure I'm ready.
Okay, for sure, King Izzy. Or Easy Money. For sure, Easy Money. Yep. So then you ready then. As long as you're confident, your confidence level up there, and you're ready to take it on, go with it. Yeah, but I recommend people that's like not really confident, not sure, just get on the fake skin or whatever. Practice it. You can even practice on paper first, then do it on the fake skin. And then move on to your leg or the person that you're about to tattoo. Cause like when I was doing portraits, you know, sometimes I was like kind of printing out my stencil, and I would just shade it in, just to kind of have an idea. Okay, this is what we gonna be doing, and this how we gonna be doing it. I used to print out the stencil of the person I was gonna be tattooing, and just basically take my pen and kind of like shade it in certain places. Not trying to make like a full drawing, but just to have an idea. Okay, like what the highlights, what the shadows. Things like that sit at. Like you said, basically being prepared. And you ain't gotta basically be guessing about nothing. Say different designs. I watch YouTube videos, etc. Oh, you done your leg? I want to see your preference in needle size. So starting out like lines and stuff, I definitely prefer like 7-round liners. So when I'm doing lines of small detail, I say 7-round liners. But if it's even smaller than that, I would say go down to like that 3-round liner. I feel it was no need for that 5-round line. I used to use 5-round, but in between 3 and 7, anything I could do with that 3, I could do with the 5 kinda. So I just go with the 3. It don't make sense for that in between. And like shading like this, when I'm doing like shading like this, I say definitely 7 curve mag, 9 curve mag, or 11. But I stopped buying the 9s and I just get the 11s. So whatever I can't do with the 11, basically I'll knock it out with the 7 curve mag. Yeah, hopefully that helped out. I got a call Cox today. Look like my stream trying to run slow or something. They got me getting dropped frames. They tripping. What are you talking about?